Hi YouTube, Sick Guy 187 here. I've got another review for you, and I gotta say this one's gonna be kind of fun. I've got a bit of a unique little demonstration of it. Cold Steel Ball-Headed War Club. Only one person actually voted in the last video, and he was a friend of mine. But a lot of people on Facebook let me know that this was the one they wanted to see. I will show the Cold Steel Gladius at another point. I just feel like having some fun with this. So, this thing, I mean, it's a ball-headed war club that Cold Steel has included a little screw-in nub on, which you can move if you want to, and have a more traditional-looking ball-headed war club. I've actually seen people make these into spikes. I've seen rubber-covered ones for if they want to hit the heavy bag or something like that. This thing weighs, it's about 2.5 pounds. The ball itself is, they say 90 millimeters, it's about 3.5 inches in diameter. It's 24 inches long, and I mean, portions of it, it kind of tapers a little bit. Obviously, it's a little bit thicker here, and then it tapers down to its thinnest width, but thickest depth, I guess. Here, this is about an inch. This is probably a little bit more, like 1.25 inches, maybe 1 3/8 inches. It's about 60 bucks on Amazon right now, or I got this for about $57 through Knife Zone. I mean, the Ball-Headed War Club, it's a First Nation American Indian weapon. There's a lot of different versions, depending on where in the States or in Canada you've seen it. You've probably seen a few different versions. Crazy Horse had one that was very thin, made out of dogwood, and it had a bauxite head club. You'd wrap it with rawhide and then soak it in the rawhide and shrink around. And he has had a lot more of a whipping action, where this is a bludgeoning weapon. I've seen them made out of hardwood with a granite ball or granite lump. I've seen ones that were made out of a tree root with a knot on it, or a tree limb with a knot on it. There are stories of people putting a stone, tying it to a tree so that the tree would grow around the stone, and then you'd end up with this club. I'm a bit of a dork. It reminds me of Sokka from Avatar a little bit. Kind of looks like his. The whole thing, I mean, it's not something you're going to go hunting with. You can throw this. You definitely can throw this, and it throws like a really long-handled axe. With practice, you can hit a pop can from, 10, 15 feet. It'll stun a small animal. Rabbit, squirrel will probably crush a squirrel. Gopher, raccoon, if you needed to. I can't see anyone going camping with this. It's 2 pounds, and you're not going to just lug it around. It doesn't have a sheath or any way to carry it, so you either got to do a loop yourself, or maybe do a sling so that you can carry it over your back, something like that. It's made out of basically a polypropylene, injection molded. I mean, the stuff is damn near impossible to break. When I bought this, I bought it keeping in mind that where I live, winters get to -40. So, was this going to break? Well, it didn't break the entire winter, but I also didn't use it that much the entire winter because I was a little afraid of that. The problem I have with it, you can tell this thing's been rewrapped. I've got some grip tape and some Wilson tennis racket wrap on here. It's really slippery. I mean, even with a really good grip, your hand's going to slip. So if you're going to use this for demonstrations or for throwing or something like that, I recommend rewrapping it. It just makes it a lot easier to grab. Not to mention, I was using this on that target, the one that was destroyed, and you could feel the shock a little bit, so I went with some comfort grip wrap that takes the shock out of it a little bit. What are you going to use this thing for? I mean, like I said, you can hunt with it if you really, really needed to, or if you really wanted to. It's a bludgeoning weapon. I mean, it's a weapon. The original intention of it was a weapon. I mean, I'll try to put a link to Cold Steel's demo video, maybe here. They pretty much put it through its paces. They smash up a motorcycle helmet, you know, dent a car hood, all that stuff. Smash a pallet. I don't know why you do that, but smash a pallet. But it's for smashing skulls, hitting soft tissue. I mean, this little metal dealie on the end, nub, it'll hurt. I mean, even just bouncing it off myself, don't do that. It hurts. And it will leave a bruise, if not actually penetrating the skin. You hit bone, you're going to break the bone. So, you know, it'll break a skull, probably. Not probably, I've seen it. Some guy smashed concrete with it. I've got a little different demo. It's a coconut. I couldn't, you know, find anyone who was going to volunteer to stand in front of me while I smashed him in the head with this. Supposedly coconuts break at about 20 pounds per square inch, where the head breaks at 15. So I figure if I can break a coconut, you know. Anyways, I'll have to admit, this is a part of the video I've really been looking forward to. I put a little piece of tape on it because that's where I like to hit it. It's about midline. I'm probably going to rip it off this basket, and it's probably going to go rolling halfway across the garage, but don't worry, all coconut meat will be salvaged. Alright, let's have some fun. I'll try not to stand in front of the camera, but no guarantees. We'll hit it maybe a couple of times first. I'll hit it light, see if I crack the coconut, and by light I mean not a lot of force, and then I'll just give her. Okay, that was light. That wasn't any force. I just let the club do the work. I mean, it's 2.5 pounds, and, well, I can reenact Monty Python now. I mean, honestly, it kind of speaks for itself. That destroyed it. I think, yeah, that's pretty much where I was aiming. It ripped the basket, of course, but hey, I got this at Walmart, so it was just a bonus that it had something I could hang it by. Alright, coconut. I'll admit I was debating filling that thing with maybe ketchup so red would come out, but I actually like coconut. Ball-headed war club, you know, limitations are it's a weapon. It's, you know, it'd be fine for personal defense. You could have some fun with it. I mean, it is fairly heavy. My workouts with this thing, when I'm actually doing weapons work, they're usually 20 minutes long, and by the end of it, my wrist is killing me. You know, I guess keep it in your house, so if someone breaks in, you can whack it with it. Again, I'm not advocating any of this stuff. Know your local laws, you know, hearth and home laws, stuff like that. This thing's just fun. It's really, really fun. I do like the fact that Cold Steel will let you unscrew the nub, so if you wanted to, you could actually do it without that nub. I think it probably still would have smashed that coconut fairly easily, but it puts all the weight into, you know, a tiny little area. One thing that I might do in the future is I may actually get a little maybe screw-on cap for this little nub, just so that if I don't want to use the provided piece, I can cover it up and I don't have to worry about gunk or coconut bits getting in there. If you're working with this and you're whacking something, this might actually come a little loose, but it's not going to pop off. It takes a little while to screw it back on. Yeah. Cold Steel Gunstock War Club, I mean, it gets my seal of approval. So, yeah, it's really fun. If you want something that you can just whack things with, cinder blocks, coconuts, again, not advocating people, but maybe you're having a bad day and you want to think about it, Gunstock War Club. Thanks for watching the video, guys. You know, this thing's just really fun. I really enjoyed doing that. I'm glad you could watch me smash a coconut. See you next time, guys. Until then, I'm Stick Guy 187. Stay sharp.